Here we are. Welcome back. Welcome back. What's going on? Let's see who we have in the chat. I want to see who we have in the chat real quick. Who do we have? Big Mo. What's going on, Big Mo? Cheers from Chesapeake, Virginia. We were just talking about Virginia, weren't we?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, John. All right. What's going on, Big Mo? Good to see you. Who else do we have in the chat? Let's see who else we have online tonight. See who we have on, as well as what are you drinking? That's probably the most important part. What are you drinking? What's in your glass? Big Mo, we'll start with you. Everyone else has been a little shy. What's in your glass, Big Mo, tonight? We'd love to know, what are you drinking? What are you sipping on tonight in Chesapeake, Virginia? We're about to get into a whole bunch of Copper and Cask, but JD Crumpet, cheers. Cheers to you as well, my friend. Cheers. Good to see you. Good to see you. A little midweek. This has been a short week so far. It's only Tuesday, right? Tuesday. It feels like it's like a long way. It feels like it's like Thursday or Friday. I'm like, geez.
I agree.
TGIF. I wish it was Friday,
but I've been looking forward to this though.
Absolutely.
So I've been like counting down. So
likewise, my friend. Likewise. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who else we got in the chat? And JD Crumpet, what are you drinking tonight, by the way? If you're drinking anything at all, what are you drinking? What's in your glass? Let's see what you have in your glass tonight. I would love to know. While we're waiting for people to jump in real quick, let me know, John, if you don't mind. We're going to do a quick introduction to you, but before we do the introduction, what was your gateway whiskey?
Sure. I think probably Jack Daniels.
Okay. All right.
Jack Daniels was my gateway.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I think I took a break for a while, and when I came back, my son-in-law turned me on to Blanton's.
Okay. All right.
And that's got me back into it.
I like it. Well, you already got a good son-in-law, being that, he sips whiskey. Right. You sip whiskey. You got a little bond there. I love it. I love it. All right. Who else we have here? We have, oops. Sorry about that. We have, just taking a look here. Give me 1 second. The judge is throwing it off tonight. See, new software. What's going on, Andrew? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, I think we have, going back up. JD Crumpet said he poured a little bit of McKenna 10 to start. All right. McKenna 10. Very nice. Not bad. Very nice. Very nice. Rob Sullivan. So Rob, runs our Discord. Are you in Discord?
Mm-hmm.
You are. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. We have a lot of people in Discord, so you never know. So, okay.
Right.
Rob Sullivan runs our Discord, part of the Judge family for many, many years now. Minnesota's finest. Minnesota's finest. What's going on, Rob? Good to see you, my friend. Brian, good seeing you, Brian. Cheers to you as well. Cheers. What else we got here? Andrew's drinking some some Russells? Oh, right. Wow. Some Russells. Good stuff. Yeah. Ooh. CNE and a Beacon Blind. Damn. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Better be late to the party than never join the party. So that's a good thing. CJP, aka Corey. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Brian's drinking a little bit of some Dovetail. Very nice. I bet. That's awesome. Good stuff. We have a lot of good people in the house tonight. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off. So, really, really excited. I know most times when you see the judge is someone else in the courtroom with me, it's typically Cousin Anita. However, Cousin Anita is in Ohio. She is not able to be here, so we have a different guest joining us. One of our longtime subscribers, as well as a patron. And the coolest thing about John is the fact that he lives literally like 2 miles from me. If that, he can actually even walk home tonight if he drinks too much whiskey, first and foremost. But honestly, I'm going to give a shout out to John, not only for supporting the Bourbon Judge, but John also supports Delaware Bourbon Society. So, John, cheers, man.
Awesome, man. This is awesome. I appreciate you bringing me on.
Yeah,
I was excited when you invited me about 3 weeks ago. I've been counting down the days. So
absolutely.
This is awesome, man.
Well, cheers to you, man. Cheers to you. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Oh, good stuff, John. Good stuff. So your role real quick in DBS, sure. You do a lot of cool stuff in DBS.
Yeah.
What's like your new role? Are you more like one of the administrators?
No. I'm just a fan.
Okay.
I got involved about 2 years ago with DBS, Delaware Bourbon Society.
Yeah.
It's founded by Gene, and Shannon's one of our admins there, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
good rapport with individuals. They're good-minded folks.
Good people.
We're all treating each other equally.
Yeah, absolutely.
We help each other out when what's dropping, what's going on, what's happening.
I love that.
And the bourbon's in the park.
Yes,
and
it is.
Different,
absolutely.
Events that go on. It feels a nice community. It's family. It's fun.
It is.
You meet a lot of interesting people, and you get to try a lot of different types of whiskey.
Yes, you do.
So
Indeed.
DBS has been awesome. I love. We're doing a March Madness right now. I know you're doing a March Madness.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's all these different kinds of events going on, and it keeps it fun, keeps it interesting.
It does. It does, man. That's
exciting.
Important. That is important. It really is. What I love about the Delaware Bourbon Society is a couple of things. Number one, not only open to people from Delaware. So like I know like Rob Sullivan, for example. I know Rob's part of DBS. But it's just honestly just good people. A lot of the Facebook groups can get a little crazy. Sometimes people get, like kind of trashing people like, oh, I can't believe you're drinking this or you're drinking that.
Right.
As long as you're drinking good whiskey, you're enjoying it with good people. That's all that matters.
And it's your money.
It's your money.
It's your money. Do what you want with it.
Drink what you want, buy what you want, and so forth, right?
Absolutely. Enjoy it.
All right. Well, we are excited, John. So John, I'm gonna ask you. So, what has been your favorite Bourbon Judge barrel pick thus far?
Yeah, probably the Frey Ranch.
Oh yes,
the Frey Ranch, that joint, right?
Yes.
That was really, really good.
That was really, really good. That's a fun one.
And Woodinville.
Oh, the original. Yes.
I love a sample of that. Yeah.
Oh, I love Woodinville. That was one of my favorites.
Yep.
Well, hopefully we can recreate that tonight. Hopefully we can recreate that experience tonight. We have Copper and Cask on. We have our special guest, Stephen, we're going to bring on. Let's go ahead and bring our special guest on because it is time to get the show started. Let's go ahead and bring on Stephen Corrigan from Copper and Cask.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, Stephen. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Good night.
Thanks
for some whiskey.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Stephen, we are really excited for tonight. I remember, so whenever we do a barrel pick for the judge community, we always do like a poll, survey, whatever you want to call it. And we always ask everyone like, hey, give us like some of the brands that you really would like to see, quality of the whiskey, price point, like what they're bringing to the table. And Copper and Cask has come up over and over and over again, so which is really cool.
Yeah, it's great to hear. I'm glad we're building up so much a halfway decent reputation these days.
Absolutely. You got a nice little comment from the illustrious ground pounder. I love that. It says, hey, John. That is too funny. The illustrious ground pounder. So, Stephen, keep me honest. Tell everyone a little bit of background about Copper and Cask in case those out there may have not ran into it. I mean, I know in our area, you could find Copper and Cask all over, like, at Blamis. I think State Line might have it. I'm not sure if Shannon has it at Jacob, but you can definitely find Copper and Cask in the Delaware, Maryland area in numerous places. But for those out there, Stephen, give us a quick overview about Copper and Cask.
Sure. So Copper and Cask started about 5 years ago, and it was primarily, in fact, exclusively at the beginning, a single barrel brand. Sorry, hard to say. So that was our whole idea, was that we wanted to be able to present single barrels to customers, always cask strength, always non-chill filter, all that good stuff. And after doing that for a couple of years, we realized that we wanted to make it a little bit more accessible for people who couldn't necessarily buy a whole barrel too. And that's when we launched our small batch series, which I know you have a bottle of cigar blend in front of you. So making that, really kind of testing our blending skills, testing our cask finishing skills as well, and getting it out to the people who want to enjoy it. So
awesome, very nice. Very nice.
So the vast majority of the barrels that we do are all MGP picks. We're pretty upfront about that. We dabble with some other whiskeys as well, including Canadian and various other things out there. But one of the things that I think helped keep Copper and Cask a little bit unique is the fact that we use different aging locations around the country. So I know we're going to taste through quite the smattering of them today. But we find that different geographical locations, different climatic conditions really do impart quite a bit of flavor and different nuance to the whiskey. I think we'll see that as we go through this flight here tonight.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'll tell you, because I was telling John earlier, like when this came out, everyone within our community was like, please make sure you pick either something from, MGP source whiskey that was aged in either Texas or Florida. That was like the general theme that everyone kept saying. But I'm excited because we have 4 options. So Stephen hooked us up, judge community. We have 4 options. We have all MGP, as he mentioned, but MGP whiskey that was aged 2 barrels in Kentucky, which is the first 2. One that's aged in Texas, and one that's aged in Florida. You ready for that?
That's gonna be
fun.
That is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be fun. various different proof points and different ages, anywhere from the youngest is 6 years and 7 months, and the oldest is 9 years and 4 months. So this is gonna be fun. I'm ready. You ready to dive into this?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's dive in a little bit. Yeah. Steven, are you drinking with us? You have some of these samples with you?
I am. I have the big boy versions of all your samples. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we know who's going to have the most whiskey today. He has the big boy version. I love it. All right. Well, we're going to dive into. Let's start with the first bottle, which is, I'm going to let John read the first bottle. What are we sipping, John?
Sure. This is the MK 1476 bourbon, 36 rye.
Ooh, high rye.
It's aged 9 years.
Okay.
MGP. It's Kentucky, and it's a 111.6.
Perfect. All right. 111.6. Very nice. All right. Here we go. So these are on my left, right? Start from the left. All right. Cool. Awesome. Yep. I see Debbie says you can find Copper and Cask down in South Carolina. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate that, man. Good to know. All right, let's see what we got here. The day I had today, boy, I was looking forward to drinking whiskey at like 10 a.m. I almost did it too. I'm not gonna lie.
I was on the road today, and I was thinking, I can't wait to get home. Yeah,
absolutely, man. This is gonna be a blast. Very nice. It's funny how so I did cheat a little bit. I had a very tiny sip of the last one. But that was yesterday, a very tiny sip. But then I nosed it compared to the first one, and you can tell the difference of like the aging from two different locations, from Kentucky, in that case, versus Florida, the last one. At least from a nose, I didn't think so, but
Yeah, and I will say that this is the only sample your guys are going to have in front of you that is that high rye mash bill. So 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley. It tends to be a little bit spicier, a little bit fuller bodied.
Yeah.
Going
I like that. Ready to go in? All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, Steven. Thanks a lot, man. Looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Ooh. So it's funny. On the nose, I had a overwhelming amount of like almost like a leather meets like a raspberry kind of a note. Like there was some fruit in there. But I didn't get a ton of fruit. Let me get another sip of the palate. I didn't get a ton of fruit in the palate.
You tend to get a little bit more on not on the mid palate, but on the finish. It tends to pop up a little bit. It's almost like a cherry cola note to it.
Yeah, I can see that. It is like a cherry cola. Still get a little bit of raspberry, but not a ton actually. More like the cherry cola kind of a note. It's nice. I like that. Good influence of the. There's definitely a ton of spice in there too. Ton of spice. It's like a peppery leather mixed with like a cherry cola kind of a note. And this one's aged in, so this is a 9-year, 4-month, 111.6 proof, aged in Kentucky, folks. Aged in Kentucky. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So do you guys, Steven, keep me honest. So how many different states at one time do you guys normally age your whiskey? Because I think that whole concept of sourcing MGP and then aging it across the U.S. is pretty damn cool. So how many different states do you age your whiskey in normally?
We're actively aging in 4 right now. And then we tend to be a little bit opportunistic if different lots show up on the market that have been aging in other locations. Like one that unfortunately I didn't include for you because we got it after we had our initial conversation. We sourced about 50 barrels in total from I'm not allowed to say what distillery it came out of, but it's in West Virginia. So use your imagination.
Okay. Got it.
And I have to say that location was unlike anything I'd ever tasted before. It was like super perfumey, super delicate.
Okay.
It's a facility that ages all their barrels on pallets as well, and they stack the pallets one on top of each other. And you could tell just based on how it came into our facility where it was in that stack. You know, the top pallets were super robust, super high proof. The low ones were very delicate and lower proof, higher yielding. But it's it's amazing. I think what a geographical location can do. I didn't really buy into it all that much when we first started this project, but the more you taste from different locations all throughout the country, it's night and day. It's pretty fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have John on from our good patrons and friends from Texas, Winslow and Patrick. What's going on, Winslow and Patrick? How are you guys? They're rooting for the Texas one. I love that.
Nice.
Winslow is pure Texas everything.
Okay.
Even in her March Madness, regardless,
really?
she picked Texas.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Although Patrick, you didn't pick I don't think a Pennsylvania school. I think it was like Purdue. I believe because I was looking at everyone, right? So I had that memory. I think I'm right with that one. I was expecting a Pennsylvania school, whichever one that was there or made it to the tournament. But oh man, all right, this is pretty good. This is nice and peppery. I like it.
Got some pepper, got some spice
kick to it, right?
A little bit of fruit to it. This is
It sips way above its proof point.
You're right.
Right?
111.
111. I feel like that's a lie. That feels like it's like 130, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree. It's got
that's
that.
very
the
bold.
Finish.
Yeah,
is still. It's still a little there.
It is.
That's a good. Pour.
That's a good Kentucky hug right there.
That's a good pour.
That is a good one. That's extremely bold. I like that one. I didn't know what to get or to expect because everyone kept saying has to be Texas, has to be Florida. But that if that's a start, that's a pretty damn solid start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach over and just grab a little bit more pour of that one again. Just let that one marinate for a little bit because I've been feeling I'm gonna be coming back to that one.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. I did not expect that.
You had to come right out of the bat like that.
I know. That's like so good.
Right.
And to be 111 too.
Right.
Damn, that's nice. All right. So John, I'm sorry. So Steven, you said that you typically source from MGP, but it sounds like obviously you guys are expanding out. You got some whiskey from West Virginia, so that's changing up a little bit.
Yeah, we're always keeping our eyes open for things that pop out or pop out as available. It's a great time to be an MPD or NGP right now because there are so many things showing up in the market that, I always tell this story about how 3 years ago when we were looking at sourcing barrels, our first call was always to MGP directly. And half the time they wouldn't even pick up the phone when I called. And now they're calling me and everyone's calling me, different brokers and stuff like that. So, it's a great time to be sourcing whiskey. We have our hands on a lot more things that we didn't ever have access to before. Like I mentioned, we just released a small batch that was a Canadian whiskey, 21 year, that we finished on site in our facility in Rhode Island. So, there's some magical stuff out there if you have the heart for it.
Very nice. I like it. All right, that's pretty damn cool.
I'm not going to ruin a whole lot of what's coming down the pike because I want to have that element of surprise. But
no worries.
There's going to be some fun stuff coming.
I love it. Good stuff. No, nothing wrong with that at all.
Is that your first American whiskey? The 20?
It's not American light. It's Canadian.
It's Canadian. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, corn heavy. So we've done 2 batches of it now. We did our batch 10 last springtime when it was 20 years, and then did a very similar project for batch 15 this spring. Should be hitting the Mid-Atlantic pretty soon here if it's not already there.
All right. Well, we're lucky to get Copper Cask. I mean, sounds like it's up north, it's down south. I know with Devi. I've seen it in numerous states too. So you guys have a really good distribution. I've seen it. I mean, maybe it's just where I travel. Maybe Copper Cask just kind of falls me, but you guys have good distribution across the board, right?
Yeah, I think we're in 30 something states, and then we do direct to consumer shipping in a lot of other ones. So we try to make it as available, and we try to make sure those allocations go pretty
spread out
across the country. We're based in New England, so we do take care of New England first. So it's probably the best place to find us. But we're trying to make sure that net is going wider as we continue to get our feet underneath us.
That's awesome. I love it. What's going on, Rob Anderson? Always good to see your name, man. Always good to see Rob Anderson. New York's finest. Yes, New York's finest. Coolest guy out there. One of the coolest guys. All right, we're going to move on to the next barrel. We got 4 to pick from. So we're sticking with, I'm going to let John read the details on this one again.
Here we go. MK1714. This is a bourbon.
Okay.
This is 21% rye.
Okay.
This is 9 years as well.
Okay.
MGP, Kentucky. And this is 116.6.
All right. So same details, same years, still MGP, still Kentucky aged. So aged in Kentucky, but 5 proof points higher. So 116 versus 111.
And a little less rye.
5.
Yeah. So this is the low rye mash bill, 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley.
Okay.
So
cool. Very nice. All right. I like it. Let's dive into it. Good evening, Mike. Good to see you, man. Always good to see your name. Cheers to you, Michael. Good seeing you, buddy. Cool. I cheated a little bit there. I had to. I went right in. I even nose it. It was a hell of a day. Today was a crazy day.
Noses. I'm getting.
Yeah, let me get to that. Let me go backwards.
Vanilla popping right now.
I'll go back. All right. Oh, this is a nice nose. This is really nice. The nose on this one's completely different than the first one. I
agree.
Right? It's not like
that was more spice for me.
Spice, yeah. This one's way different.
A little more sugary.
Yeah, you tend to get a little bit kind of sweet notes. You tend to get a little bit more vanilla, almost like even a cake frosting sort of thing.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, almost like confectionery, sugary kind of a note to it. Very nice. A little bit of caramel. This is very sugary. Oh, this would be really good with the cigar. This would be really good with the cigar. It's very like sugary leather. Oh gosh, I could take this outside right now and smoke a cigar.
And it just goes.
Yeah, it does. It lasts for a while.
The side of my tongue.
Yeah, that first one scared the hell out of me. Only at 111 proof. This one sips at its proof point, 116. The last one sipped like it was 130.
I agree.
This sips like it's like, hey, I really am 116, right? This is nice and sweet and sugary. It's like a little brown sugar explosion. I like this one. I don't know about Texas and Florida age. I don't know. This is tough competition so far. Jeez. I don't know if Patrick wins though. I'm not sure. Just to be honest with you, we shall see. We shall see. Oh, this is a good question for you, Steven. Let's pop this in here. So it says on batch 15, were all 17 barrels transferred into the Armiac cask for 6 months, and then again, all 17 barrels into the Tawny Port cask for 6 months? Great question.
Yeah. So batch 15 was the one I was talking about before, our 21-year Canadian cigar blend. No, we cask finished those separately. I want to say it was roughly a 2/3 Armagnac to 1/3 Tawny Port blend, and or aged in those separate finishing casks, and then we blended it at the end. Making sure that we had all the components. Yeah, we do a little bit of what's called sequential cask finishing, where we'll put it in one finishing cask and then take it out and put it in another one. It's sometimes those barrels will go a little bit sideways on you, so for most of the small batch products that we put out, we cask finish separately and then blend it to our specs. And the one thing I always tell people about how we blend for the small batch series is that everyone sort of thinks like you put whiskey in a finishing barrel and you know exactly how it's going to go, and then you just take it out and mix all that stuff together. There's so many variables that go into this: time in the finishing cask, the quality of the finishing cask,
so much,
dozens of other ones. So probably what actually went into that product and made it out into store shelves and things like that was about 1/3 of that whiskey that we put in finishing cask with the idea of making this project. We cull out so many barrels that just either aren't hitting the flavor profile that we want or aren't up to snuff or what have you. So it's very much something that we very meticulously control how we put that stuff together.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. What's going on, Whiskey Sergeant? Good to see you, Tony. This is actually a good question. So I know not obviously our first pick, but maybe when we come back around, Stephen, for round 2, is it possible to get a cigar batch? It is.
Yeah, for sure. We always have all sorts of finishing casks going at any one given time. We've started to do more of what we're calling cigar barrels, which is that sequential cask finishing, because we've noticed that people want that kind of layering of flavor to it, but not necessarily. When we put out a cigar batch, we're putting out 500 cases at a time or whatever. Your average club or your average store isn't going to be able to buy something quite that big.
So true.
Being able to put it out in something that's like 20, 25 cases or so is really kind of a nice sweet spot, especially for clubs like you guys.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. All right. Well, that is a consider that for our next one. Are you good with that? Is that cool, John? All right. That's number 2. We got number 2 already playing. We haven't even finished number 1, but we're talking about number 2.
That's awesome.
Man, this is nice, man. The nose and the palate on 2 is so good. It's hard to go to like number 3. It's hard for me. At least it's hard for me to go to number 3. I really enjoy this a lot.
The finish is, I get a nice, it's little dry, but not too dry, creamy. I'm getting nice all in here.
Yeah.
It just feels really good. And it does. It's a little longer than this one.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a longer finish.
Yeah.
It's not like the first one's more bold and spicy.
Yes.
But this one's a bit more like elegant and well-rounded.
I agree.
It's really nice, actually. Really nice. All right. That is a good one to remember.
Yeah.
Really good to remember. All right. Very nice. Steve, I want to go back before we go to number 3. Love to know more about, so you recently bought some barrels from West Virginia. Do you think you will continue down that path of working with other distilleries other than only MGP for the majority, or that's still kind of?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably always be a majority MGP. You know, we still have, you know, probably 1,000 or so barrels that we own. That it's always going to be kind of the heart of what we do. I think really where we're going to see those other distilleries come into play is more just a highlight if someone's looking for something different or putting a small batch together. You know, we want this to become a brand that doesn't just start to get stale or anything like that. Yeah. You know, we want to always be playing around with different distilleries we can source from, different locations, different finishing styles, and for cask finishing something. So, you know, I always like to say we're trying to push the envelope of what we feel like American whiskey can be. And that's, you know, the more ingredients you have to play with, the better your product's going to be at the end of the day. So I wouldn't even be surprised if you see, especially as we look at the small batch series stuff that we're doing, you know, that we're blending across distilleries, you know, using different flavor profiles from different types of mash bills, different types of production processes and things like that. I very much, and again, not to put any spoilers out there, but I very much expect that's something you'll see from us in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Yep. I love it. All right. That's cool. Good to know. Good to know. Good to hear, Debbie, that you have a cigar batch. It's fantastic. That's good. I know, Debbie, we both love a good cigar to pair with the cigar batch. So even better. Even better. And Dave, don't worry. Whenever we do a barrel pick, Dave, you know, obviously, there's always going to be a banger. So not only this one, but the next one, the cigar batch, Bourbon Judge through Copper Cask will also be a banger. You know it, Dave. You know it. Obviously. We know. All right. We're going to come back. I see a great question coming up from a Honey Barrel Hunter. So great question. But let's dive into number 3. And then Honey Barrel, we're going to come back to you. Have my word. So now we are getting into the infamous Florida Texas zone. What are the details on this one, John? What are the details?
1334. It's a bourbon, 21% rye. We got 6 years. Non-chilled filtered. It's also MGP, Texas, as you just mentioned.
Ooh, Texas.
And now we're at 120.
Oh, 120 proof.
6-year 120.
120 proof. And this one, I think it's so this one's almost, this is actually 6.5, right? Yeah, so 6.5 years. So 6.5 years. Okay. All right, so now we're going to the Texas zone. We're going into what everyone claims is the creme de la creme because of all the Texas heat.
and before you guys start nosing it and taking a sip, I just want to point out that this is the exact same mash bill as the last whiskey you tasted. So this is going to be a really good demonstration of how that geographical climate really plays into the flavor components that are coming through.
Oh, that's good to know. So you're right. It's the exact same mash bill, but just aged in Texas versus Kentucky. Thank you for that, Stephen. I appreciate that. All right, John, here we go. Let's dive into this nose a little bit. Oh, wow. I want to see if there's something in there that I think is very interesting.
Yeah. Getting some type of
I get a soft, almost like a banana note, like a caramelized banana note in a way.
Definitely say caramel.
Oh, that's nice.
Toffee.
Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. I didn't get any banana notes
120.
before.
I mean, I'm stuffing my nose in here, and it's got a great nose.
It does. Damn, wow, that's really nice. Jeez, and this is only 6 years, 7 months.
Yeah, you know, we were very careful with how we aged the Texas stuff because I didn't want to put out a whiskey that was like super over oaky balcony style. You know what you think of when you think of kind of Rough Rider Texas whiskey. So this saw about 3 years in Texas. Really just enough to draw out some of that sweetness, good brown sugar notes to it, but not overly oaky.
Yeah, I'm not.
We found that younger age statement really. Yeah. and you haven't tasted it yet, and I don't want to influence you too much here, but
No, but I thought
I-
as soon as we went out here down south a little bit, I thought for sure I would start picking up oak, and not. It's more that sweetness to your point where you're saying maybe a little banana, a little bit of caramel, a little toffee, not a little bit of oak, but not overpowering.
Not overpowering at all.
I'm going
it's
in.
more. You going in? I'm going in too. Forget that. This is good.
Mm.
Oh wow. Jeez. That's 3 years difference. Oh my god.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's the heat.
That is insane. Wow. Oh boy. Winslow Patrick, right now we got something that's in the lead. I don't know. That's pretty good.
I mean,
And that's only, it's funny. Everyone thinks age, right? You would think compared to the
No.
first one, the second one's still really good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But compared to the first one, 9 years and almost 9.5 years.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, 6.5 years. This stands up easily against the first one.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah.
Goodness gracious. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
That is my whole mouth.
Yeah. Coated,
It's
right?
coated.
It's like coated.
Yeah.
It's the perfect amount of time probably in the barrel there in Texas, 3 years.
I mean, it just overpowered in a good way.
In a good way.
These two.
Absolutely. This is by far this is good. This is really good. I don't want to make any calls just yet. This is really good. All right, let me go back. There was a really good question. Oh, from Honey Barrel Hunter. Honey. So I don't know if Stephen can answer this. I think he mentioned it earlier. I would say take a guess. It might be Black Draft. I don't know if it's someone else. We shall see. But great question. I will leave it there. It was a fantastic question. Could be.
I can neither. Well, I can't confirm. I can deny. Let's put it that way.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nick Massey, Cincinnati's finest. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate you, my man. You're a good guy, brother. Good seeing you, Nick. Cheers to you, man. We gotta get back out there, have some drinks in the good old natty. Oh, this is so good, isn't it? This is like
it's super balanced.
Mm-hmm.
You get that sweetness up front.
Mm-hmm.
I get the brown sugar, get the vanilla on the back. The sweet oak.
It tastes like an American whiskey.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah,
It tastes like a
never
really
know.
good, and not the light,
Yeah.
but a really good American whiskey.
Yeah.
Right? This reminds me of, and not Stephen, not that it's good, bad, or indifferent. It reminds me of like an one of the original Old Carter American whiskeys, like batch 5, batch 6.
Wow.
It has like that, just that softness to it. It's like a pillow softness to it, if you will. It's very light, sweet.
Yeah.
Damn, that is good.
And it's still going.
It's still going.
It's still going.
Yeah.
For
6.5 years.
Right. At 120.
That's ridiculous.
And it's not.
They say everything's better in Texas.
Yeah, it's
Bigger and better in Texas. Jeez, that's
Um,
good. That's really good. Oh boy, I don't know. Florida's gonna have a hard time to compete with this one, man. Damn, this is.
Yeah, we always call these Texas barrels kind of our crowd pleasers. They hit especially if you have a sweet tooth, which I do.
Oh yeah,
it's you're getting the brown sugar, you're getting the caramel, you're getting butterscotch, you're getting just the right amount of oak, where it's just enough to like you mentioned, coat your mouth and really stick with you on the finish.
And it's a sweet oak.
40.
it is. It's a very sweet oak. It's very it's very approachable because sometimes oak can hit you really, really hard, where you're at the point where like it's kind of just sucks it out of you. This is a sweet, refined oak,
especially that Texas,
Florida,
that heat. It usually
this is very nice.
It's blended very well. It's very
damn. That's
it's
really
very balanced.
That's very well balanced. Oh my gosh! All right, woo-hoo! Boy, do we have ourselves some trouble tonight. This is nice. This is good. Yeah. This is really good.
It's the right kind of problem to have, right?
Yes,
it is. It is. It is. It's. I don't know. Rob Sullivan said, "Are we picking 2 barrels, Rob?" I don't know, man. This is a tough one, man. It's like it's number 3 is just so special, and I just honestly, and it's funny. I always talk about like people say that, oh, everyone thinks of age, even including me, right? I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. There's no way this 6-year-old aged in Texas is going to be able to compete with the first 2 aged in Kentucky. it blows them, in my opinion, at least number one away.
Yeah.
Number two still very solid. Number two still very solid. Oh man. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
I know.
I'm sitting like that.
So, Steve, a question for you. I know obviously every barrel is going to have a different yield, angel share, all that good stuff. On average, what do you typically see from like a bottle yield perspective?
So on the 9-year products, we're typically seeing somewhere between 20 to 25 6-packs, so 120 to 150 bottles. The Texas, because it is younger, even though it saw higher heat and higher, in theory, evaporation rate over time, because it is younger, the yields tend to be a little bit higher. So typically around 180 bottle yield or something like that. The Florida ones have been fairly low yield. We just did a dip on this one this week because I knew I was coming on this call. You're probably looking at, again, 20 to 25 6-packs, so 120 to 150 bottles on that one.
Okay. That's fair. 120, 150 for this one. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Very helpful. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Are you ready to go to number 4? Are you ready to go to Florida?
Yeah, I'm excited with the Southern so far. So
I know, me too. I'm excited with Texas. So, oh boy, I don't know. Florida has his work cut out for it.
So we got MF 752 bourbon. It's the same rye, 21%. Now we're going up in a year. We're going up to 8 years.
8 years. Okay.
Yep. MGP, Florida.
Okay.
And now we're at 129.4.
Wait, look at that. Hold on. This is almost 9 years. This is 8 years and 10 months.
So this will be 9 years in May. So probably by the time we would bottle it for you, it would be 9 years. And just to give you an update on proof, just because we proof tested it this week as well, you're up to 132 proof.
132. Oh wow. Okay. Oh man. All right. 132 proof. Oh boy.
All right.
This is like
so again, exact same mash bill as the last two. So if this doesn't show you what geographical aging can do, then I might as well quit my job.
That's so true. No, I love it. Honestly, when I first heard that you guys are doing geographic like aging, I always wonder like how much would that really impact? And knowing that obviously various different distilleries in Texas, your Garrisons, your still Austins, your one in Florida's, your St. Augustine's. I do understand that it does make an impact, but it's interesting taking whiskey from MGP and then aging it all across the U.S. and seeing the differences. I mean, what we've had so far, we've already seen it, right? 1 through 3
different ones.
Yeah. Completely different, right? Completely.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we're going to Florida. Oh, this is a tough one. So 8 years, 10 months, almost 9, 132 proof now. Oh man. Oh, this is interesting. I get like it's like a maple syrup note. It's almost like a maple syrup kind of a note.
Getting plum.
You get a plum note?
I'm getting a plum note.
Okay.
Interesting.
Plum in there? Yeah, I
don't get that. I don't get the plum, but obviously everyone's palate's a little bit different. So
right. Yeah, I'm getting
that is nice.
Maple I can see. I get a lot of like
brown sugar,
chocolate, almost like a chocolate covered cherry.
I can see that. I can see a little bit of chocolate
the plum,
in there.
The cherry, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
because it's like a dark chocolate kind of a note. The dark chocolate meeting like the cherry, kind of get like a plum kind of note in a way.
Yeah,
kind of like that. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Steven. I mean, a lot of times you have different brands on, and people sit back and they just hang out and they don't drink it all, which there's nothing wrong with that. Steven's like, hell no, I'm drinking some whiskey with you. I'm gonna tell you what you're drinking, why you're drinking it.
What's the point of me being here if I'm not drinking whiskey with you guys?
Brother, trust me. A lot of times you have people on, and I respect that. I know they're on shows all the time, other different channels and various different interviews and so forth. But I'm very thankful for the fact that you hung out with us and actually are sipping whiskey with us tonight. So I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah, of course.
This is nice. Yeah, Texas, Alabama, Florida. I would add to that list. The illustrious ground pounder, also a great area. I mean, that heat just down south, it does do something to the whiskey for sure. This is really nice. This is probably the most complex. Where number 3, Texas was really good. Texas was just like that American whiskey, just very refined, a fantastic overall experience.
Right.
You can sip it neat. You can sip it with a cigar.
For sure.
You know, it's just an overall great. This is really good from a nose. I haven't sipped
This
it
is 130. The nose is just.
It's amazing.
There's no
it's probably better
ethanol.
than,
It's all just jumping out at you.
It is.
For me, again, I still pick up that cherry or that plum. I do get a little chocolate. I do get a little bit of like caramel or brown sugar.
Yeah, agreed.
But it's
yeah, it really is, Rob. You're right, man. That geographical aging it's truly brilliant. It really is. Like I love that concept for Copper and Cask.
Appreciate that.
Ready, man?
Yeah.
I'm going.
All right, brother. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, Sean.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Steven.
Cheers.
Mm. That's good too. That's pretty good.
Now I'm getting yolk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of heat up front.
Yeah.
And once you get past that initial wave, it's just layers and layers of flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is.
It sits good.
That still moves around in the palate. You feel
Mhm.
that? It still kind of moves around the palate.
Tipping my tongue.
Yeah, it's still very
Yeah.
coating.
Tipping my tongue right now. The sides.
Wow, that's nice, man. Damn, that's really nice. Oh, man, I didn't want to have any competition with Texas. Now we have some competition with Texas. All right, I got to seal this one. I got to go back to Texas. I'm gonna fill it up a little bit. I have to go back to 2-3. Is there one barrel that you can just say to yourself, you know what? I don't know if our group would want this barrel. Maybe we should focus on the others.
Yeah, I think they're all delicious.
Yeah.
I think Steven, you guys are doing great stuff for sure.
Thank you.
I think one right now for me, one is good, but the complexity that you start to get in 2 and then really into 3 and now 4 for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to 1 and I have a little bit left here, but right now I'm kind of
you're kind of leaning toward get rid of 1.
I mean,
I will say in general, the high ride tends to be kind of the most polarizing mash bill that we work with. It's like
sure
people who are super into spice, super into
right.
a little bit
Spice,
of
pepper.
note there. Yeah, exactly. People who are into that love it, but if you're looking for something with a little bit broader appeal, that tends to be the first one to get asked, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you, man. I think number 1. I mean, I'll let you try it. I mean, obviously, this is a equal decision here, but I like number 1. I would definitely have a glass of this. I would enjoy it all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with D-Rock, Patrick, Wenzel, Rob, Mike Knish on the line. I would absolutely, I would enjoy number 1, but I'd be very happy bringing a bottle of 2, 3, and 4 to a party and saying, you guys have to try this.
Oh,
right.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
1 is good, but 2, 3, and 4. All right. I'm going to take 1 away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say goodbye to 1.
Yep.
Move this on the side. I'm going to take it over here for you.
Sure. That'd be great.
Take some more room.
Yep.
All right. Let's move that away. All right. Let me help you. Let me get that other little glass out of
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Give some more room. It's tight here in the our courtroom. All right. I'm gonna go back. Oh gosh, go whichever way you want, and then how about we try to eliminate another one? Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right, we're gonna do that. All right.
That's
While we're going through, I'm gonna see what we got in the chat, see what questions we have. I'm sure we might have some questions for Steven. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, Nick Massey's talking about Johnny Cash. I love that. It's the Johnny Cash of whiskey. I love that. That is funny, Steve. That is funny, Nick. Nick, you cracked me up. What else we got here? Maybe Florida. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Brian, I think, is that Brian or Brianna? Let's make sure. Oh, it's Brianne. I'm sorry, Brianne. So I think, no, Brian Newcomer. Brian. Actually, yes, Florida does have a big chance. I mean, I honestly thought like sipping Texas. Texas has a lot of good memories for me because it tastes very much like a really refined American whiskey. However, Florida is no joke in a different way, though. It's almost like Florida is kind of like the Florida one's almost like a combination of number 4 and number 2, right? Right. I'm sorry, of number 3 and number 2.
Yeah.
It has the boldness of 3, the boldness of 2 rather, but the softness of 3 kind of mixed in, right?
Sweetness to softness.
Yeah. So Florida is definitely not out of the mix, but Texas is damn good. All right, I got some water.
Yeah.
This is tough. This is tough, man. All right, so I'm going back to number 2. This is the 9-year, 4-month, aged in Kentucky, 116 proof. Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
they're all
good.
They're all very good.
Leave a little bit there.
They're all very good.
I'm making
That number
notes
3.
here on the side. I want John to look at. I want John to look at my notes. I'm making notes on here on the side, so John doesn't see the secret.
Covering up, man.
Secret notes.
I feel like you guys are going to need to call in a tiebreaker.
I know. Seriously, might have to. I'm not joking. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got my secret notes here, so John can't see it. Oh, I see my man Gandy Road jumped in there. What's going on, Gandy Road? Long time no see, man. No talk. Good seeing you, man. Gandy Road out of good old Gandy. You're in Ohio, Kentucky. You're right there on the border. You're actually in Kentucky. I remember now. Yes, good old Gandy Road. Good seeing you, man. All right, I gotta have some more water real quick here. Gotta have some water. Gandy Road hanging out with us. It's good to see your name, Gandy Road. Good guy. We've done a lot of picks together. He's a super nice guy. Super good guy. All right. Man. All right, I'm going back here. Wow, that nose on 3 is so good, though, man. That nose on 3 is so good. Man, I don't know how anyone. To me, this doesn't even smell like a normal traditional bourbon. It smells like American whiskey.
It's very good. It's very good. I'm getting
Oh man, gosh, people will love that.
I'm here.
People will love that, man. Is there another one that you think you can eliminate? Just one. Can you eliminate one? Whatever it is, I'm open.
You're gonna make me go first.
I'm gonna make you go first. You're the guest.
I'm
the guest.
I'm really enjoying 2.
Okay.
I think 2 it's sugary, it's sweet, it's got a nice leather.
Okay.
I think it's creamy.
Okay.
It's got a little bit of dryness.
Okay.
I would say the finish is, mid finish. It's a good pour.
It is a good pour. It really is.
4.
Okay. Turn my notes over.
4. It's to me. I whether it's cherry or whether it's plum, oak, chocolate. I get a lot of when I compare 3 and 4.
Yep.
I like 3 because of the sweet oak.
Yeah.
Versus 4 versus more of the forward oak.
Okay.
So for me, I would say 2 and 3 right now.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Really?
I know.
No shit.
I know. That's right.
Really?
2 and 3.
All right.
What do you got?
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Hello, by the way, Texas. Mr. Oscar. Oscar and I we were just talking earlier today. And it's funny. Oscar was actually asking me about this bottle here, which is funny. He was asking me, Judge, you still need? I'm like, no, I got it. So Oscar, I appreciate you, man. Such a good guy. I like 2, 3, and 4 a lot, but I love 3 and 4. I think 3 and 4 are just memorable.
Yeah,
they're memorable, but in different ways. That's the rub.
Yeah,
3 is just like that perfect pour. And I don't think, even though it is a bourbon, right? MGP distilled, aged in Texas.
Yep.
We've never had, I don't think, at least I'll let Rob, Wenzel, Patrick, Gandy Road, you guys please tell me. I don't think we've ever did a barrel pick of something that tasted like an American whiskey. Even though it's not American whiskey, we've never had something that tasted like an American whiskey. But 4 is very exceptional too.
Yeah.
Let me go back one last time real quick.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Let me go back real quick just to make sure.
I think as you're going through 3 and 4 to me, very good. But the difference for me is the sweet oak to the dry oak. And
I will definitely say the Florida one, I think, has, especially as it opens up in the glass a little bit more of that drying effect, especially on the finish.
by far.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
4 has a very drying effect. It is. It kind of.
Yeah.
It is that if you love oak, it'll suck you in.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
what I was.
Yeah. No, you first, please.
No, that's what I was thinking was, okay, so I have 2 that are the same.
Yep.
This one versus, so 2 and 3 are different.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of went with, okay, 3 and 4 are kind of the same, but I like 3 because it's sweeter on the backside on the oak.
Okay.
That's why I said 3.
Okay.
2, it's different.
2 is just different.
Different. So that's where I was like, which one do I like? Because I like them both. I like the sweetness.
Me too.
Versus this right here, though.
It's just different.
It's
all right. I'm going to meet you halfway. I would agree that 4 has a drying effect that I don't know if everyone would love.
Yeah.
I know like Rob would love number 4 because it's very oak forward, and Rob and I love some like oak big time. But I don't know if everyone would love that. I think everyone would love. I know everyone would love 3, and I think everyone would love 2. So I'm okay with. Let's go between 2 and 3.
Okay,
is that cool?
Yep.
All right, I'll take your number 4.
Yep.
All right,
4, excellent.
Let's take
excellent 4.
Florida, very good. I know Florida has all the love, but we're sticking between Kentucky aged and Texas aged. Let's go back and forth. Let's pour a little bit more of 2 and 3, just to make sure. Hold on, it's the right one. This is Kentucky.
Right. You guys, I only brought 2 glasses with me, and you're making me switch back and forth a lot.
Sorry about that. Apologies. All right, Texas and Kentucky aged whiskey. All right. Let's see if we have any more other questions in the comments real quick. See if anyone else has dropped anything here. See what we have here. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that was Oscar's note. Oscar was talking about the Specs cigar batch. Store pick was legit. That's good stuff, Oscar. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of private batches specifically for Specs, and they've been a lot of really fun projects. I saw in the chat someone mentioned a coffee finish whiskey that we did. So we did one for Montgomery County specifically. Okay. I want to say it was like a year and a half ago or so, which was a coffee finish done with Lost Saw Coffee Roastery in DC. So good friends of mine. But we are about to launch one for Specs as well that was done with 4-wheel drive coffee, which is also based in Houston rather. So coffee finishes are a fun game. They're not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. Have a little bit of kind of like a vegetal note to it, but there's just this richness and body that the oils from the coffee add to a barrel. They're always a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Robert, great question. Funny, by the way, on the second part, the free bottle. I love that. But in terms of like the normal turn time, that's actually a really good question. You kind of alluded to it earlier, Stephen, but it sounds like turn time is about 6 to 8 weeks. Does that sound about
typically right? Yeah. So if we make a decision tonight, probably we'd be bottling early May. For you guys. And Perfect. It takes a week or 2 to get it down to mid-Atlantic typically. So you're probably looking at mid-May for a release.
Mid-May. Cool. Okay, perfect. Rob, I saw your note about coffee. Rob and I share, which is actually a little weird, 3 things that we love, both almost equally across the board. We found this out just because we've been friends for so many years now. Bourbon, coffee, and peanut butter. I don't know why that is, but bourbon, coffee, and peanut butter. Those 3 things. But yes, it is a true thing. And coffee flavor. Now, I have not had bourbon finished in ex-coffee barrel, so I don't know. I guess I need to try a Copper Cask. That we might have to ask for a sample of that when we come back to do the cigar batch. We might have to ask for that one.
We can definitely make that happen.
I like that. All right, I like that a lot. All right, I'm ready to get into these last 2. Then we're gonna make a decision. All right, we're going back. So we're in between. Truly, on the left is. So I cross these out to make sure.
Yeah. We have the NK 1714.
Yep, that's on the left.
The Bourbon 21 rye.
That's the Kentucky aged.
Yep.
9 year, 4 months.
You got it.
And then we have on the right is the Texas aged 6 years, 7 months.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Oh boy, this is tough. All right. See, the nice thing about number 2, or I guess our new number 1, the Kentucky one, it has a very, I would call it a traditional bourbon lover's approach nose. It's very approachable, right? It's it's complex, but it's not extremely complex.
Yeah.
It's very like inviting, if you will.
Yeah, I think anyone sipping that would enjoy it.
Absolutely, anyone across the board,
Yeah,
anyone. There's some fruit in there in number 2. I know we said it was more like confectionery sugary.
Yeah.
Which it is.
Yep. Yeah.
But there is some fruit in there
the sugar
too.
to sweet, the vanilla, the leather, sweet oak, creamy for me. It's a good bourbon.
It's a good bourbon. It's like a cotton candy kind of a note too, because it's so sweet, right? It's like a cotton candy kind of a note.
I can see that. Yeah.
Gosh, now I'm starting to like 2 a lot. Also, damn it, I feel like I'm cheating on Texas. I'm cheating on Texas. This is a shame. Don't let Mrs. Judge hear this. All right, let me go back to number 3, or I guess the second one now, which is Texas. So only aged 6 years, 7 months, but this was. I mean, this was good, man. At least originally. It's been a while since I've had it. I'm letting it just sit there for a little bit. Let's see. Nick Massey says Party Source also has cigar blend batch 8. Okay. All right. Oh, the 8-year-old rather. I'm sorry. Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. California Scotty. Cheers, California Scotty. All right. Oh man. I'm gonna hold back. Let me have a sip of this one. Now I'm gonna let you decide.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Hot seat.
Now, Real Judge has the ability to
have
overrule, but I'm gonna let you make the first judgment. There's something about these two that are very interesting.
Yeah, they're I mean, like we said, all 4 are very good, and these are excellent. And I think, yeah.
All right. One of these two, is slightly different than the other.
Yes.
All right.
I think different. And for our palates,
yes.
Being that we've, had all different types of bourbons and whiskeys.
We have, yes,
we're
sir.
A little more mature palates, so we'd want something that's.
I agree.
So I'm thinking, I like 2. I think 2 was very good. It's an everyday good solid whiskey. But
a lot of Rob Sullivan says a lot of pressure in the courtroom. Let's go to Scott. What's going on, Scott? Utah's coolest guy out there. Cheers to you, man. What are you thinking? This is tough. I'm torn.
Yeah,
I am very, very torn.
I like 3.
You like 3?
Well, our new number 2.
Okay, number 3.
So I am all about the Texas 6-year. As I went back to it again from the 2 and the 3 originally, now 1 and 2. So picking 2, the mouthfeel, the finish, and as it sat in the glass, I am picking up the butterscotch now a little bit. I'm picking up that note on 3, which I didn't get before. So I think the sweet oak, the brown sugar, extremely balanced. The finish is really good. But it's not over oaky at all. So I'm feeling 3. I don't know if I'm going to get overruled here. But...
Well, there is a saying in the courtroom that the first time a judgment was rendered, the judgment is correct.
Woo!
Number 3 is fantastic. Now, I'm not going to lie. I did not expect the number 3 to win, honestly. When you look at the metrics is the youngest whiskey that we tasted. 6 years, 7 months. Now, it was one of the 2 states where everyone says the best whiskey is aged in Texas or Florida, especially if it's not made, no offense, in Texas. Yep. Sorry, Wisdom Patrick. If it's not made in Texas or Florida, but MGP, but aged in Texas. Number 3 is a solid hitter. That is fantastic. It tastes to me literally like, again, sorry, Steven, it tastes just like Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 5.
I did say that.
That is good. Really good. I'm pouring some more. It is so good. Texas wins, baby. Go Longhorns.
Fantastic.
Go Texas.
This is very good.
That was a good one, man.
Very good. I have the most notes
you
on
will
3.
drop.
Thank you.
So we
Yeah,
can do
I
a
have
little
the most
cheers.
notes here.
That's so good, man. Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
very
we picked a
good.
banger for our community.
Cheers,
Hey.
brother.
Cheers, Steven.
Cheers.
Cheers
Great,
to the
man.
Bourbon Judge community.
Woo!
Texas is winning, boy.
Woo!
Goodness gracious, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Can't wait to get a bottle.
Oh my gosh.
No, I said I wasn't going to influence you guys all when you were doing the pick because I don't want to put my fingerprints necessarily on what you're doing, but I think you picked the right one.
Ah, there we go.
Nice.
See that? We got the official word team, even from the Copper and Cask team. We picked the right barrel. That's really good.
It's so balanced.
That is so balanced. It's so. It has it just has a difference to it, from the caramelized banana note to the that toffee note that you mentioned. It's soft. It has well balanced. It has everything, and it doesn't taste like anything that we've ever picked for our community before, ever.
Wow.
This tastes like nothing. I mean, it truly tastes like a very refined American whiskey. This is fantastic. Damn, that's good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Excellent.
Woo!
Very good.
That is tasty.
Nice job, Steven.
Nice job indeed.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. I'm glad it's getting the love it deserves.
This is great. This is great. Well, I will say, Steven, so obviously I know we're going to work on this one. This will be bottled, ready to go around May time frame. Yep. Right after we sell through this one, Steven, we're going to circle back with you because let's do a cigar batch. I love a good cigar.
Why don't you guys come on up to Rhode Island and pick it on site?
Oh, is it Rhode Island?
Yeah.
All right.
Our facility is based out of Rhode Island.
Let's do it. That'll be fun. Nice little road trip. All right. We'll bring some more of the judge community with us.
That'd be awesome.
And we'll have to come on site. So we'll need some volunteers, no matter whoever's out there. Brian Newcomer, Oscar, whomever. Pat Winslow, come up from Texas.
I'm sure you can find some volunteers.
Yeah, we'll have to come. Let's do one on site. I love to do that. That would be awesome.
Perfect.
That'd be fun.
Love it.
We'll make it happen.
Road trip.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we've kept you long enough tonight, Steven. Honestly, just want to say on behalf of myself, on behalf of John, our patron community, the Bourbon Judge community as a whole, thank you so much, honestly, for the opportunity to pick a fantastic barrel. Really enjoyed this tonight. You hit us with honestly some bangers, man. And these were all extremely solid, and there were but I think we definitely got the king of the hill tonight. Absolutely, for sure.
Awesome.
Indeed.
Yeah. Glad you guys
Steven.
enjoyed them, and like I said, I think you got the winner here. So we'll be in touch to work out the details.
Absolutely. Cheers to everyone out there who joined the chat tonight and joined the channel, the live stream. Woo! Appreciate everyone out there. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, team.
All right, take care.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye now.
Nice job.
That was good.
Nice job.
They were all done. All done. It is a wrap.
See you guys.